Hello, and welcome to the Otaku Clubhouse. And this is Sink or Swim. What is Sink or Swim? Well, it's where we discuss anime, video games, movies, and just about whatever media catches our eye. Then give our first impressions of them. From top to bottom, we give our ratings of a swim, a tread, a float, a drowning, and at worst, a sink. Comments are always welcome, and of course, we're waiting to hear what you have to say too. Let's get into it.
Alright, we have just finished the first episode of a highly anticipated anime for this season, Spy X Family or Spy Cross Family.
You don't pronounce
anime.
the X.
You don't pronounce the X?
No, it's that Japanese thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they call it Hunter x Hunter and not Hunter x Hunter.
Could have fooled me. Anyway, it's a nice little, I'm not sure if it's a slice of life or if there's a plot involved, but it's about a spy working for his country, and his current assignment has him take on a parenting role to a kid so he can get into the inner circle of a target that they need to assassinate or just be around him or something like that. But the main story is about the relationship between this spy and his adopted daughter. The daughter can read minds and does not want to be sent away because, as you would think, she would become very annoying very quickly to her adoptive parents, so she has abandonment issues, and she seems to have grown attached to the main character. Now they have some wacky antics. So what do y'all think about it?
Well, first of all, there's definitely a plot. This ain't no slice of life I've ever seen. And I guess we'll get to see more of it as the episodes develop, as the series continues. But from what we've seen in this first episode, the establishing character shots and whatnot, the main character's name, or his alias rather, is Twilight. He doesn't really have a name, as he says he gave it up when he became a spy. And that's just indicative of personality, is that he doesn't really get attached to anything, as opposed to his daughter Anya, who clearly has attachment and abandonment issues, as Hawk mentioned. And that dynamic, as you might expect, plays out in a typical... I'm not going to say it, but it plays out in this older male father figure with a younger child, and they're trying to get to know each other, and it's all so heckin' wholesome. And how do you feel about that trope, Akuma?
Why'd you...
Because you haven't talked yet.
Clearly no other reason.
I enjoyed the episode. Okay, look. Alright, let's just get it all on the table, alright? Yeah, I fucking like the fucking first episode of this. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes because it's fucking had the fucking cool guy, and he seemed like a really, kind of sullen main character. He seemed to have the fucking sad attitude and stuff like that, and he was taking care of the fucking cute little kid, and it was fucking very adorable. Fucking had almost a little bit of feel like The Professional, and I fucking love The Professional. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Alright, so yeah, I fucking liked it. Alright, let's get that out the way.
Good.
But yeah, the first episode was pretty damn good. In terms of animation, especially, everything was extravagantly animated. There were things going on. You would see characters constantly moving and stuff like that. And all of the backgrounds were really bright and colorful. Everything looked fucking great. But I guess that's to be expected when you combined both Cloverworks Studios and fucking Wit Studio. Wit, if you guys aren't remembering, are the people who worked on Ranking of Kings.
Right. And even the CG used in this episode looks amazing. I'm sure some people won't even notice that it's CG.
I did notice it was CG.
Right.
So you just told me.
Suffice to say, this is probably the best looking anime we've reviewed this season. It might be the best one of all season. We'll correct ourselves if we're wrong. Don't say what's this we shit. But not only visually, but also had a nice. It sounded great as well. It had a nice soundtrack that was reminiscent of like spy movies, 1970 shit, or like Lupin the Third, Pink Panther, that type of stuff.
Very much. I very much got that Pink Panther vibe. I really do love that kind of jazzy soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. I really liked it.
Like, you were also talking about the music, and that's a fucking ending. That's very much a fucking ending theme.
Yes, the song that played during the credits of this just hit me with like an instant sense of nostalgia, even though it's my first time hearing it, and it's just like the singer, who isn't a black man, just really hits the hell out of those notes, man. I really liked it. Can't wait to hear the opening.
I honestly think, like, is that just something that anime fans of our generation are always gonna have when you have that fucking really cool, quiet, late night anime ending theme? That's just gonna be something that we all get hit with that fucking Toonami as fuck.
Toonami,
vibe.
Adult Swim, yeah. I think we're just cursed.
Or maybe blessed.
Kind of. I mean, sitting on what it is, I thought that everything for it was just a great first impression, because Anya, as far as the story goes, she has telepathy, right? So you would think that you giving a character, especially since she's supposed to be about 6 years old, this ability would make her act in like a bit of a weird way, but I feel like they made her act like a kid.
Yes.
Like, she was doing shit like a kid would. Like, part of the big problem that happens in the show is literally due to her getting bored and fucking around, seeing stuff, because she like says that one of the things she really likes is spies. So she ends up with a spy as a father.
And the fact that she read his mind and knew that he was a spy means she's like instantly attached to him.
And she wanted to mess around with his spy gadgets, and lo and behold, it ended up getting her in trouble. And it's like, fuck, that makes perfect sense. She's a little ass kid. She wants to go around and have fun. She doesn't want to sit in the house all day and be bored. And, she's just going around doing, like, little kid shit. I'm not sure who the voice actress is for her, but I at first thought that she was a kid, but looking at her, she's not. She's actually older than we are. She's doing a damn good job of pretending to be a child, though. Oh, apparently she was also Juno's voice actress from Beastars.
Oh.
So. Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So the writing is pretty good, especially the writing of the characters. Like Akuma said, like, she's written like a child. However, she does have self-awareness and wherewithal to try to hide the fact that she's a telepath, because whenever her families have found out before, they just took her back to the fucking buffet. I mean, to the store. I mean,
a buffet, nigga?
Hold on. There was a very elaborate inside joke. My bad.
It's a very, very elaborate inside joke. Look, to cut things short, like, it's the fact that it was a fucking really awkward orphanage. Like, literally, the fucking Lloyd walks in there and he's like, yo, I want a kid. And the fucking dude's like, yeah, here, take this one. Throws it at him and he's like, okay. He walks right back out.
How much? Nah, she's free.
I mean, and I was saying that those kids are going to end up going somewhere. May not be happy, may not be safe, but they'll all get adopted or picked up or sold off some way.
Damn. A bit of meta commentary here before we go to ratings or whatever. I always feel like we have more to say when the anime is worse, or when it's mixed opinions. But when an anime like this is like clearly good, we got nothing but praises. Feels like
love to hate.
Feels like there's not much more we can say. I highly recommend it. And on that note, I guess unless you guys wanted to add anything else, I would like to give my rating.
Go ahead.
Nah, that's it for me.
Yeah, it's an easy swim. It's probably the strongest first episode we've seen of this season, and probably in a while too. Like I obviously like this from like the first 10 minutes, and there's nothing wrong with it so far. Like I give this a swim.
I will also give it a swim.
I'll go first so we can save the degenerate for last. I'll go first. Let's start from here. I'm also gonna have to give it a swim. Good animation. Story looks interesting. It's already a highly recommended manga. People really like it a lot. So I'm, of course, looking forward to watching more of it. What about you, Akuma?
Gee, I wonder what I'm gonna I give it a fucking swim, alright?
As the ocean and the sky are both blue.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Goodbye.